Okie dokie, let's start with a little bit of glute activation because we're going to get a little bit sweaty in a rather short amount of time here. So starting in tabletop, stack the shoulders above the wrists, the hips above the knees. And from here, we're just going to extend the right leg up and bring it back in. Extend it up and back in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Lift the heel up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the knee bent and lift the knee out towards the right hand side. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire hydrants. Knee to knee. Right knee goes up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes back down. Tuck the left toe under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Take the right toe for big circles. Draw as big a circles as you can with the whole of the right leg and foot. Maybe one way, one the other way, and then find your way back to your tabletop. Option for a narrow knee or child's pose if you like. Dropping the hips back towards the heels and allowing the head to melt down towards the earth as the belly melts down towards the tops of the thighs. And let's go for the other side. Extend the left leg up and drop it back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot, heel to the roof. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left knee out towards the left edge of the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire hydrants. Knee to knee. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep lifting up. 2, 1. Knee to knee. Tuck the right toes under. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Big circle with the left toes. One way and the other way. And then come back down into your tabletop. Take the wrist for a bit of a stretch, so flip the fingertips towards the knees. And then just shift the weight around in circles above the wrists. Couple of rotations to the right, and then a couple to the left. Finding downward facing dog, planting the palms, fingertips facing forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and allow the chest to melt towards the tops of the thighs, but without dumping into the shoulders. So you don't want your down dog to just you don't want your underarms to melt down towards the floor. You want to keep the integrity and push the floor away through the palms of the hands, elongate through the spine, and then allow the heels to lift down as the sit bones lift up. Maybe bend into the knees if you like to. I like to, as it feels a little bit more open through the body. And then we're going to jump forward into our malasana and jump back into our high plank. Bend the knees, look forward. Malasana, lift the chest. Exhale to plank. Malasana, plank. Malasana, plank. Malasana, plank. 2 more. Last one. And a plank. Lift the right toes up. And then take the right knee towards the left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale across. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, plank. Full breath in. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Bring the weight into the front heel, straighten through the back knee, plug the back heel towards the back edge of the mat, tuck the pelvis under, engage through the left glute, arms rise to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, and then allow the back knee to bend and hover 2 inches off the ground as you lift the heart towards the sky. Inhale, extend, crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus. That's 2, let's go for 5. Exhale, bend. 3. That's 4. Exhale, 5. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, hands come down through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale, find your crescent. So find your steadiness, find the shape, engage through the right glute, tuck the pelvis under, lift up through the fingertips. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, and allow the back knee to dip down almost to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, that's 2. Move with the breath. Go for 4. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior 3, hands at heart. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior 3, hands at heart. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Come up onto the front toes. Lift up the front heel and tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands come down. And this time, turn the hips to face the front. Lift up the back heel and straighten through the front leg. So you'll find a bit of a hamstring stretch here. A pyramid variation, a wide leg pyramid. I like to move the hips from side to side. And just notice the changes and the sensations of the body as you do that. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toe. Inhale, arms rise, Anjali-asana. And then exhale, bring the hands down, frame the front foot. I'm finding half split, so shifting the weight backwards, lifting the front toes up towards the sky, and hinging from the hips, allowing the belly button to move towards the tops of the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, move forward, low lunge. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Option for double chaturanga. So stepping back into your high plank, bending the elbows down into the push-up, and then inhale back up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between the hands, heel first. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. On the exhale, warrior three, hands to heart. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale to crescent. Exhale. Whoop. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Spread the fingertips apart. Come up onto the front toes, lift the front heel, and 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, and find that pyramid variation. So turn the hips forward, the back heel can lift up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, come up onto the fingertips. Exhale, option to fold, bringing the belly button towards the toes. Relax the head and the neck, and maybe wiggle the hips side to side if you did that on the other side. Allowing the back knee to drop down to the ground, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise, Anjalayasana. And then exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, half split. Lean the weight backwards, front toes come up towards the sky, hinge forward at the hips. Inhale, shift forward. Tuck the back toe under and step back into your high plank. Double chaturanga, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, hips rise. Bend the knees, step or jump, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Step one of your feet back so that you're sideways on the mat. I want the toes out and the heels in, so not as if you're coming into a forward fold. From here, we're going to take the hands into prayer. Bend through the knees, allow the knees to push out to either edge of the mat. And then maybe just stay here, or if you'd like to intensify, start to lift up your left heel and drop back down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Swapping sides, lift up the right heel, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Lift up both heels. And jump down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, sink. Take the hands out to the knees. And you can choose to either just push the knees out, keeping the chest lifted, or maybe you'd like to find a twist and allow one shoulder to drop forward and look over the other shoulder. And then swapping sides. Heel toeing the feet slightly into a squat position. Take a squat. And then as you rise, step your right foot behind your left and lower down into a curtsy. Step back through squat. Take your left foot, step behind the right, lower down. Squat. Curtsy, squat. Stay low the whole time. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. You got the idea. Oh yeah, we're building some butte. Yoga style. Being mindful with it. So we're not rushing it. You should be able to feel every single movement and the muscles that enable it throughout the body. Hold the squat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, extend the arms up. And then exhale, hinge over the hips. Find a wide leg forward fold. Shake the head yes and no, maybe move the hips side to side a little bit. If tripod headstand is in your practice and you'd like to invite that here, please do. If not, if you'd like to come into a twist with me, plant the right palm in the middle of the mat. Inhale, the left fingers will rise to the sky. And then as you exhale, take the left fingertips to the right ankle. And then inhale, extend the right fingertips up. Exhale, grab onto the left ankle. So you're in a bit of a twist here. You don't want your feet to be too far apart, so if they're a little bit too far to reach, just heel toe the feet in a little bit so that you can touch. From here, you want to begin looking and twisting under that front arm. Use the breath. And then we'll just swap sides, so you release one arm or the other, bring it out, and grab it on top or behind. You do whatever the opposite of the other side was. And then you should be looking under the other shoulder. And walking the hands around and stepping towards the front edge of the mat. Heel toeing the feet out and finding your malasana squat. Go for a couple of what I call frog jumps, but I guess they're just malasana squat jumps. So starting low, you'll then jump up and return back here. We'll start with 5. 1, try to be as quiet as you can. So every time you come back down to the earth, start with your toes and then the ball of your foot and then the heel, and be as light and as gentle as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, find your malasana. Exhale and hold. Let's do another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, find your sit bones and come all the way onto your back. Woo! Yoga bicycles, anyone? Should we go for a ride? I think so. Keep the right knee hugged in towards the chest. Extend the left knee out. So we'll start with a beginner variation. You can keep the torso and the head down on the ground, engaging through the lower back, through the abs, and lifting up through the left leg. From here, you can just choose to swap and swap. You can move with the breath or double time in a little bit faster if you prefer. Or if you want to add in the twist and lift up through the torso. Opposite elbow to knee and moving slowly. Keeping the lower back on the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh, I'm a bit sweaty. 3, 2, and 1. Both knees come up, keep the chest lifted. 10, 9 little baby crunches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage through the core, keep the feet up, and then lower the toes down, keeping the lower back on the ground the whole time. 10, 9, 8, lower back stays on the ground. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Come up to a seat. We'll stretch out through the hamstrings first. Grab the fleshy part of the buttocks and pull it out from underneath you, so towards the back edge of the room, not to the sides. And this will give you more of a pelvic tilt that you want. From here, with the legs straight and the toes flexed towards the sky, inhale. Exhale as you walk the hands down towards the feet, maybe melting the belly down towards the tops of the thighs. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Come back up through a neutral seat. Coming back, fingertips facing the feet. As you inhale, you're going to bring the weight onto the heels and lift the hips up towards the sky. For a reverse plank, inhale. Exhale. Come back down to the ground. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Last one. And exhale. This time bend the knees, plant the feet down towards the earth. And we'll do the same thing, but with reverse tabletop. So the knees will be bent. And as we come through, we'll engage through the core and swing the hips back between the hands. So inhale, lift up. Maybe the head comes back. Then as you exhale, straighten the legs, keep the hips lifted and push the hips back through the hands. Push up through the palms of the hands, push the floor away. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swing the hips back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, shoot it back. Lower the hips down to the ground. Shake the hands out, maybe move the wrists around a couple of times. Take the wrist for a bit of a stretch if you like. Take the fingertips towards you, palms facing up. Gentle movements. And swapping so the palms face down, fingers still facing the body. Inner wrists face the top edge of the mat. Rolling the neck gently, like a pendulum from side to side. And then coming forward onto the knees. You can do this next exercise with blocks, with 2 blocks, to give you a little bit of height, but I don't want to prioritize the actual holding of the pendulum pose, of swinging pendulum pose. I want you to hold or find the strength it takes to push the floor away. So it doesn't matter whether your feet actually get off the floor or not. It's about finding the movement in the shoulders and building stability through the shoulder girdle. So as you're on your knees, bring the palms down to the ground. And we're going to start by just pushing the floor away, inflating through the upper back, engaging through the core, lifting up the knees towards the chest, and then maybe even lifting up the feet off the ground. And then lower back down. Neutral spine, shake out the wrists. We'll go for another one. Plant the palms, spread the fingers, inflate through the upper back, push the floor away, engage through the core, lift the knees up first. Maybe this is your pose, or maybe then even trying to lift the toes up. And all the way back down. Shake it out. And one more time. Plant the palms, push the floor away, inflate through the upper back, engage through the core, lift the knees, maybe lift the toes. And all the way back down. Shake it out. Let's stretch out the hips. I feel like we hold so much tension in our hips, and it's so important that we actually get to them when we stretch them out. So we'll find our pigeon pose, sleeping pigeon. If you know that you have bad knees, please find the reclined version on your back where you choose to stack the outside of one foot above the opposite knee and then allow that knee to splay out to the side. You can come down reverse on your back and hug the knees into the chest if you like, so that you get a really juicy stretch. Or if you'd like to come onto your front, find your pigeon, bring the right leg forward to begin with. I like to look back and just make sure that my left leg is straight behind me. Sometimes it's in like a really weird angle or position. Just straighten it up and then come forwards, flex through the right toes. So make sure that the toes are towards the knee. Don't think that your front leg has to be parallel with the front edge of the mat. It doesn't. It can be in close towards the hip flexor and the groin. I like to twist across myself. So if I've got the left leg back, I like to use my right arm and grab onto the back of the left leg and twist across, and I find that really helps me open. Or simply starting to walk forward. Maybe coming down onto the forearms, lengthening through the spine. Or if it's there for you, folding the whole way down into sleeping pigeon. Relaxing through the hips, through the belly. Resisting the urge to fidget or to move. Surrendering. And just feeling and witnessing what comes up physically, emotionally. And then becoming curious about how you can let that go. Walking the hands back in towards the body, tucking the left toe under and stepping back through down dog. Walking it out perhaps and then swapping sides. If you're on your back, just gently swapping the legs over. Changing left to right or right to left. Again, looking back, just making sure that your leg is in a straight line with the body. I again like to swap and twist across myself, so my right leg's back. I'll twist back with my left arm and grab onto the outer edge of my right leg. Ensure that your front toes are flexed towards the front knee. And then maybe finding a fold into sleeping pigeon on the forearms or all the way flat. How can you move into that stillness? How can we shift towards the thing that scares us most in order to find and feel the most growth? And walking the hands back in towards the body, tucking the right toe under. And then inhale, stepping back to down dog. Exhale as you release. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And then bringing the knees down and finding a comfortable seat. Once you've found your seat, just roll the shoulders up and down a couple of times. Lengthen through the spine, close down the eyelids. A slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Lengthening and reaching out through the crown of the head energetically. And then all the way down the spine into the earth. As if you're connecting to the heavens and the earth below, all in one go. Relax the belly. Bring the breath deep into the tummy. You might even like to place one or both hands over the belly and then breathe into the hands. Notice the change in energy, the change in pace. Notice what comes up for you. The inner dialogue, the language, and the way that we speak to ourselves matters. Be sure that you speak to yourself in a way that your 5-year-old self would be proud of. Be warm, gentle, accepting, loving, and most of all forgiving, knowing that no one's perfect and no one expects you to be. Relax the shoulders, allow the arms to become heavy. Can you bring your awareness into your heart space? And then how can you move throughout the rest of your day from this place? Bring the hands together in your third eye center. And the love and light in me recognizes that same light and love inside of you. From my heart to yours, namaste.